Hey, good morning. Welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Thursday. It is our daily reading, and I'm going to use the Somnia Tarot today. I have a smudge mark on my glasses, and I didn't get it off. And if I wipe anything, it'll just make it worse. But if I kind of like look away, that's why. It's like right there. Anyway, let's get started. It's actually, yeah. I'm going to use the Somnia for both. I will use the illustrated edition for the reading and the original for the clarifying. Let's do this. So, current situation. Star. Present influence. Four Pentacles. Future influence. The Fool. Unexpected. King of Cups. Challenge. Judgment. Strength. Ace of Swords. Where does this lead? Magician. Nine of Cups. Stop there. Advice. Four of Wands. Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I'm just looking at everything. Got a lot of majors. One, two, well, four. So, this Two of Swords, when I look at this right here, the Star and the Four of Pentacles. So Star is the situation, Four of Pentacles is the influence. This is you holding on to something. And I feel like because you've held on to that and made that decision to just, okay, I'm going to hold on to it, you feel like you're reaping, your dreams, staying on the path that you've wanted to stay on. And I feel like that all comes from you holding on to something. And obviously not in a bad way. You're going, oh, I'm going to hold on to this thought, this idea, this dream, this wish, because we're going to get to our wishes, and we've got our star. So it starts with the star and ends with the Nine of Cups. I mean, that's pretty good flow of energy. Doesn't mean there's not the ups and downs, but I don't feel like there is in the next couple days. I feel like it's mostly positive. So let's go ahead and clarify the Four of Pentacles here, the influence. What is this Four of Pentacles and the present influence? I mean, yeah, I like it. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Cups. Wow. I don't think you're holding on. I think what you're holding on to, there is a situation that the Queen of Pentacles being, stable. There's something here about your stability, but there's something also that had to do with there's a situation that was disappointing, but it had a conflict in it. There's some kind of, conflict in the situation, and we'll get more on the star, but you're not holding on to the disappointment, but the situation that maybe caused some disappointment due to conflict, you're holding on to the situation. And it is bringing in the star, like the star is coming in. So I like it. What is the current situation of the star? So overall, I feel like today will be a good day. You'll say, oh, I'm glad I held on to that. I mean, it looks good, so I'm not going to second guess that. Tell me more about this star, please. The Wheel, Six of Wands, Ace of Wands. So yeah, this is nice. Things are moving forward. Six of Wands, getting recognition. Ace of Wands, a new passionate beginning. So there's something here with that Ace of Wands. That's the key right now to this. That was my daughter. I always look at my message when it's my daughter. So, you know, the wheel is the forward movement. I'm sorry, I got distracted, right? Um, the Six of Wands, though, is nice too, because that is recognition, and it is usually public recognition. And with the Ace of Wands, I love the new beginning. But again, the wheel is time. It's time. It's time for you to have a new start. It's time for you to recognize that there is some kind of passion in you, that, reach for that passion in you. There's something that, and we've had this in readings in the past that's come up where it's kind of like feeling like nothing is getting you excited and things of that nature. It's been quite a bit. So I feel like that's over, and I feel like that's the star. Like, gosh, finally I found that passion, and it's because I held on, and it's because I, you know, went through this disappointment situation and held on. We have the Fool and the future influence, which, okay, I'm going to do this. And it's like you're pretty excited about it too, because the Ace of Wands energy with that clarifier is excitement. It's very passionate energy, which you go all in, right? So you're going, I'm doing it. I'm jumping. I'm going to go, the Fool. So let's see. Tell me more about the Fool. What is the Fool? Seven of Coins, 10 of Cups, and the Chariot. Yeah, there's something. This is something you've definitely been working through, Seven of Pentacles, and probably some kind of relationship. But keep in mind, this can be any kind. So it doesn't have to necessarily be love. It absolutely could be, but it could also be. I think of 10 of Cups as being very comfortable in a situation, being around people that you are comfortable with, that you feel good around. And with that Chariot, I feel like it's part of the Fool. Like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going for it. There's something here, though. This could be travel, and this could be move. This could be just forward movement energy. And it goes perfectly with that Ace of Wands. So you're going for it. You're doing it. You're jumping in. And, you know, anyway, I feel like with that Fool, too, like there's a freedom feeling. You are feeling free. You do. So what is the King of Cups? We have the King of Cups in our unexpected. This could be you kind of going, you know what, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with the flow. And maybe that's normally not what you would do in a very passionate situation. Normally, if you'd be really excited about something, you might not go with the flow as easily, but you're going to surprise yourself here. This could be somebody that comes in, but let's clarify it. I'm getting more fact that it's you just surprising yourself on. Just go, yeah, this is great, and I'm just going to ride. I'm not going to control. Tell me more about the King of Cups, please. Eight of Pentacles, there's that Magician and the Emperor. Yeah, there has been something like very seriously that you've worked on with that Eight of Pentacles. The Magician, so this could be back like from yesterday where we were like, we might worry about having all of the tools, that was in our challenge, I believe. And the Emperor, knowing that you can do this, but the going with the flow, I feel like, is the important piece, because once you realize that you have more control than you think, and that you have more skills than you're giving yourself credit for, it's easy just to kind of ride the wave a little bit and say, well, I'm just going to go with this. I'm not gonna, I feel like this is just you going with it, just going for it. The Judgment is in the challenge, so there may be a little bit of a feeling of worry about, something coming back to life. Tell me about this Judgment card, please. What is this Judgment? Tell me about the Judgment. The Sun, King of Cups, and Four of Wands. And Four of Wands is also in our advice. It's going to be hard for you to go with the flow, I think, that, because this is joy. It is, something emotionally important. And the Four of Wands is the celebration. So there's a feeling here that you're, I think you're worried. The challenge is, if this is a situation that you've been holding on to. So there's a challenge here that it's like, does will this really come to fruition? So there's a little bit of a worry here. Even though you're going with the flow, there's a little bit of a worry because this is important to you a lot. With the sun there and the Four of Wands, that those are really positive cards, and then they're clarifying this challenge, which the thing is I feel like what the challenge is, and that's why it's coming up in the unexpected, is going with the flow here. Because when something makes you really happy and makes you want to celebrate, it's hard to, it could be for some people hard to just sit back and enjoy it instead of like just going all in and maybe causing yourself to worry or stress about the situation. Enjoy it while it's there. And that can be hard to do because it's so good, right? Sometimes when something is so, good or feels good, we want it to last forever. So then we start, kind of messing with it a little bit. The Ace of Swords is in your strength, though. So I do feel like there's something really cool here about recognition, or maybe even an aha moment. It could be message too. The Ace of Swords is also about victory, by the way, but I don't feel like that's what it is in this strength. I feel like it's more, I think this could be a strength because maybe there'll be more communication, because the swords are about communication. So tell me more about this Ace of Swords, please, and our strength. I like it though. High Priestess, King of Swords. Yeah, there may be some discussion here. So for the High Priestess is, your inner self, your intuition, it's very spiritual card. The King of Swords is also about communication, taking control of communication. And then the Four of Cups is, there could have been something that you were focused on that you need to communicate back. And you are, because this is a strength. So even though you had your eyes set on something specific, you realize that I need to communicate this. This is my expectation, or this is what I'm looking for with the Four of Cups. And I think you're going to communicate it. I think it's going to be different. If this is something that you've been holding on to, it's going to be different this time. It's a little hard anytime you revisit something maybe that didn't work out quite right. We have the Magician and where this leads. I think, again, it's a reminder that you have what it takes. I'm going to clarify it because I don't think it's about deceit or anything. I think it's the other way around. I think you're learning something. We've had this Magician in the past readings, where it's been about someone not being 100% honest. We kept getting the Magician and the Seven of Swords. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like all the time. Um, and now it's like, okay, I'm learning. I'm learning here. There's again, going back to the communication. That's the strength. Tell me more about this Magician. The Judgment, the Page of Wands. Yeah, there may be a message that comes in here. Judgment having to do with a renewal of some sort. I feel like this is a message because this message is important. You're going to go all in, and you need to know, like, is there deceit here? And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles is like, it's saying things will be more balanced, and it's heading towards balance. Again, I'm keep going back to, this is something that you've been holding on to. This doesn't have to be a relationship or situation from the past. It reminds you of something. So if you had a romantic situation and you learned from it, you may be a little apprehensive about getting into a new one, right? So that's where all this little energy is coming from. But at the same time, it could be work too, where it's like, okay, I've had this situation before and I don't want to get overexcited because every time I do, like, something falls through or something of that nature. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups, because this is our dreams and our wishes and our desires, and it's where it's leading. So I like that, in general, that you're going to, reap some rewards here. And And I feel like it will make you feel good. Like it gives you more energy to um, stay focused without getting overexcited or going all in. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups. Queen of Cups, Two of Wands. Yeah, this is something. Oh, see, there's that Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think this is your learning. So, Queen of Cups, it's something that matters to you. You are definitely headed in the right direction with the Two of Wands, mapping things out. The Seven of Swords, to me, in this specific instance, is also saying that remember to understand, keep that clarity, keep this strength within you, the communication, understanding what's happening so that there is nothing being hidden from you. And I feel like that's going to happen because it is the Nine of Cups. It's a very, very, very positive card. It's one of the best cards. So, where this is leading is definitely a good situation. We have the Four of Wands in the advice, and I really, really believe that the advice is celebrate the here and now. You know, we're talking about going all in and maybe trying to control it too much here with that King of Cups in the unexpected. Well, I feel like this is what this is saying. Just enjoy, go with the flow, enjoy it in a relaxed manner. Don't try to control it, because when we can enjoy it, regardless if it works or not, we're enjoying the now and not worried about the future, because all you have right now is right now. The future is not guaranteed. So why worry about it? It's not guaranteed anyway. So enjoy it while it's lasting, while you're enjoying it. So there you have the reading. Let's pull a couple more cards here. Is there anything else we need to know today specifically? It doesn't have to be about this. Queen of Coins, Eight of Wands, Knight of Cups. Yeah, like, I mean, there's definitely something that you've had your eye on and it's facing the past. You are definitely headed in the right direction. I do feel like this could be a message that comes in really, really soon. And again, we're going back to the Knight of Cups and it's not the Knight of Cups, but there's going to be some kind of offer that comes in. And it could just be that you, are, given that opportunity. Sorry, with the Knight of Cups. So I feel like there's really good energy over the next few days. Um, Definitely positive energy. So I hope you enjoy that positive energy. Go with the flow, enjoy the moment, and take care. Have a beautiful day.